Absolutely. It's right and proper that Gary Lineker should be able to speak freely about his views on the government's policies, particularly when their policies are unworkable and immoral. I think the reality is we've got a situation where the Tory government is putting huge pressure on the BBC, and they're in danger of ruining what is one of our country's finest institutions and finest exports. I think we've got to make sure the government doesn't have a situation where people are scared to speak their minds. But I think the BBC has got to be confident to empower their journalists to speak without fear or favour. Gary Lineker is not just a brilliant footballer, he's a great football commentator and pundit. When I watch Match of the Day, I watch it for Gary Lineker's expertise. The fact that in his spare time he may be tweeting a right he has as a human being, and I think the idea that we should be trying to curtail him because he's saying something that's critical of the government is ridiculous. Look, what Gary Lineker is doing is reminding us about our history, dehumanising immigrants, blaming the other for some of the things wrong with our country. People who are fleeing persecution, people who come to our country to seek a safe haven, are people that we should be looking after. There may be a small minority who abuse the asylum system, but we can't have a system that's not providing a safe passage for those fleeing persecution from Syria, from Iraq, from Iran, from those places in the world where there is persecution taking place. And what Gary Lineker was doing was reminding ourselves of our history.